Good day, everyone. Today, we will discuss about measuring quantities, and it will focus on conversion of units of length. But before we proceed to our discussion, do not forget to like our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel. First, let us define measurement. So what is measurement? So measurement is a number that characterizes an object or event. And we can compare this object or event to another object or events. And of course, we have two systems for measurement. So the first one, we have the metric system, or what we call the international system. And second, we use the English system. Okay, let us describe what is length. So length describes how long the physical quantity is, and it involves about the distance, the width, the length, and depth. Okay, now let us discuss conversion for length. So first, we will discuss conversion of unit for length, metric system to metric system. Okay, how do we convert from metric system to metric system? So we will use the metric converter. Okay, so again, we call this as metric converter. So we will just draw a straight line. Then we will write all the units of measure for length under the metric system from the largest to the smallest. So from left to right, start from the largest up to the smallest. So first, we have the kilometers, followed by hectometers. So this will be the symbol for hectometers. Then third, we have the decameters. So this is the symbol for decameter. Then of course, the basic unit for length is the meter. And then followed by decimeter. So this is the symbol for decimeter. And next, followed by the unit centimeter. So this is the symbol for centimeter. And the smallest is millimeter. So the symbol for millimeter. Okay, let us have example for the conversion of length from metric system to metric system. So let us have example number 1. So let us convert 3 kilometers to meters and 2 centimeters. Okay, so first, how are we going to convert 3 kilometers to meters using our metric converter? So let us write here 3. And of course, if it is a whole number, the location of the decimal point is before the number. So this is the location of the decimal point. So identifying the location of the decimal point. And let us count the number of units from kilometer to meter in our metric converter. Okay? So let us count. We have here 1, 2, 3. So we will stop with meter because we have to convert from kilometer to meter. So we have 3 units or 3 decimal point. Okay? And then find the direction. So since we start with kilometer and end up with meter, so the direction is to the right. So the direction is to the right. Okay? So we will move the decimal point 3 places to the right. So we have here 1, 2, and 3. So this will be the new location of the decimal point. So if there will be no number or there is no number before 3, so we will just add zeros. So we have 3 zeros. So therefore, when we convert 3 kilometers to meters, it is equal to 3,000 meters. Okay? Now, let us convert 3 kilometers to centimeters. Okay? So again, we have to write 3 here. Then, of course, the location of the decimal point. Then, let us count the movement of the decimal point from kilometers to centimeters. So let us count from kilometers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So we have to move the decimal point 5 times. And what is the direction? To the right. So 5 times to the right. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be the location of the decimal point. And again, if there's no number, so we just add zeros. So we have 5 zeros. Since this is a whole number, so no need to write the decimal point. So the answer will be 300,000 centimeters. So this will be the conversion of 3 kilometers to centimeters. So we have 300,000 centimeters. Okay, now let us have our second example. Let us convert 560,000 centimeters to decameters and kilometers. So first, let us change this to decameters. So we will count the number of movement of the decimal point from centimeter to decameter. So this is the location of the unit centimeter going to decameter. So 1, 2, 3. So we will stop here. So we have 3 decimal places and the direction is to the left. So we will move the decimal point of 560,000. Since this is a whole number, so this will be the location of the decimal point. So we will move 3 decimal places to the left. So we have here 1, 2, 3. So this will now be the new location of the decimal point. Since this is the location of the decimal points, so no need to write the zeros here, the 3 zeros in front of the decimal point, because this will serve as whole number and this will be insignificant digit. So the answer will be 560 decameters. Now, let us proceed in changing 560 kilometers to centimeters, 560,000 centimeters to kilometers. So let us count from centimeter to kilometer. So we'll start with here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will move the decimal point 5 times to the left. So the direction is to the left. So we have here 560,000. And again, the location of the decimal point will be here. So we will move it 5 times to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be now the new location of the decimal point. So we can omit the 4 zeros here because it will be insignificant. So we can write only 5.6. Okay, then the unit, the new unit, kilometers. So the conversion of 560,000 centimeters to kilometers is 5.6 kilometers. Let us have our third example. So we have here third example. Convert 213.5 decimeters to hectometers and millimeters. Okay? So using our metric converter, let us convert 213.5 decimeter. So let's start with hectometer. Okay? So from decimeter, let us count the number of movement of the decimal point. 2 hectometers. So we have here 1, 2, 3. So the movement of the decimal point is 3 places to the left. So the direction of the movement is to the left. So we have here 213.5. So we have to move the decimal point 3 places to the left. So we have here 1, 2, 3. So this will now be the location of the decimal point. So since this will be the new location, we have to write 0 after the decimal point. So the answer will be 0.2135 hectometer. So the conversion of 213.5 decimeter is 0.2135 hectometer. Okay, now let us convert 213.5 decimeter to millimeter. So let us count the number of movement of the decimal point from decimeter to millimeter. So we have here 1, 2. So 2 movements of the decimal point. And what is the direction? We have to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Because from decimeter to millimeter, so the movement is to the right. So we have here 213.5. So let us move 2 decimal places to the right. So we have here 1, 2. So this will be the location of the decimal point. But since we don't have number here, so do not forget to write 0. Okay, so the answer will be 21,350. So no need to put decimal point because it's already a whole number. So the answer will be 21,350 millimeters. Okay, let us have our fourth example for the conversion of units. So let us have this word problem. So we have here the length of the rectangular lot is 12 meters and the width is 550 centimeters. So find the perimeter and the area. Okay, so we have here the solution. Before we compute for the perimeter and the area, we must have the same unit for the width and the length. So do not forget that we must have the same unit for the length and the width. So we may use meters or centimeters. So since we are talking about lot, so let us use meters because meter is most appropriate unit of measure for length of the lot. So we change 550 centimeters to meters. So change 550 centimeters to meters. Okay? So from centimeters to meters, let us use the metric converter. So we have here centimeter, then count the number of places. So 1, 2. So 2 places to the left. So we will move the decimal point. So this is 550, the location of the decimal point if it is a whole number. So count the movement. So we have 2 to the left. So we have here 1, 2. So the new location of the decimal point is between 5s. Okay, so the answer will be 5.5 meters. So the new unit for our width is meters and it is equal or equivalent to 5.5 meters. Now, we can compute for the perimeter of the given rectangular lot. And of course, we need to determine the formula in finding the perimeter of a rectangular lot. So we have here perimeter is equal to 2 times the sum of the length and the width. So we have here 2 times the quantity of L plus W. So let us compute for the perimeter. So we have here 2 times, so what is our length? We have here 12 meters. So 12 plus what is our width? Same unit with 12. So we have 5.5 meters. So we have 5.5. Now let us add first the quantity inside the parentheses before we multiply it to 2. So what is 12 plus 5.5? So it is equal to 17.5. And what is 2 times 17.5? So we have here 35. Okay, so 2 times 17.5 is equal to 35. And what is the unit for our perimeter? So it is meter. So the answer for the perimeter of the rectangular lot is 35. Okay, now let us compute for the area of the rectangular lot with a length of 12 meters and a width of 550 centimeters. So first, we convert 550 centimeters to meters so that we can have the same unit of measure for length and width. So we arrive with 5.5 meters. So let us compute for the area of the rectangular lot. So of course, we have to get the correct formula for the area of a rectangular lot. Since the shape of this lot is rectangle, so the formula for finding the area of the rectangle is length times width. Okay, so let us solve for area. So what is our length? We have here 12, okay, times the width, which is 5.5. So what is the product of 12 and 5.5? So let us multiply. 12 times 5.5, it is equal to 66. Okay? 0.0. But we can now eliminate 0 here because it will be insignificant. So it will just be a whole number, which is 66. So we can now erase 0.0. So the answer is 66. And since we are finding for the area, what will be the unit of measure for the rectangular lot, for the area of the rectangular lot? So we have here meter squared, or we read it as square meter. So the area for the rectangular lot is equal to 66 square meters. Now we will discuss the conversion of unit from metric system to English system, or from English system to metric system. So we may consider all of these conversion factors. So first, let us have these conversion factors. So it is from English system to metric system. So we have here 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. We have here 1 foot is equal to 30.5 centimeter. Then we have here 1 yard is equal to 0.914 meter, or it is also equal to 91.4 centimeters. Now for 1 mile, it is equal to 1.61 kilometer. Now for the conversion from metric system to English system, so we will use this conversion factor. So we have here 1 centimeter is equal to 0.4 inch. We have here 1 meter is equal to 39.4 inches, or we have here 3.28 feet and 1.1 yard. Then for 1 kilometer, it is equal to 0.62 mile. Okay, now let us have example for this particular conversion. So example number 1, what is 4.2 inches in centimeters? So we are converting from English system to metric system. So we use the conversion factor 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So we will multiply 4.2 times 2.54, which is equal to 10.668 centimeters. So since the decimal point we have here in our factors, so the more number of decimal places here is 2.54, so we have 2. So we may round off this value 10.668 centimeter to 10.67 centimeters, because we have here 2 decimal places for our factors. So this is 2.54, so we have 2 decimal places. We follow these decimal places, so we round off 10.668 to 10.67 centimeters. So therefore, 4.2 inches is equal to 10.67 centimeters. Now let us have example number 2. What is 10.5 meters in yards? So we are changing from metric system to English system. So we will look for the conversion factor. We have here meter to yard. So we will use 1 meter is equal to 1.1 yard. Okay? So we will multiply 10.5 by 1.1, which is equal to 10.5 times 1.1, sorry. So it is equal to 11.55 yards. Okay? So 10.5 meters is equal to 11.55 yards. Okay, so let us have example number 3. Convert 2.4 meters to feet. So we are changing meter to feet. So we will look for the conversion factor that we have here, meter changed to feet. Okay, so we will use 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. So we will multiply 2.4 by 3.28 since 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. So we have here 2.4 times 3.28, which is equal to 7.87. So we have here final answer, which is equal to 7.87 feet. So when we change 2.4 meters, it is equal to 7.87 feet. Okay, now let us have example number 4. So this is a word problem. We have here 3 yards of ribbon will be cut into 7 equal pieces. So how long in centimeters is each piece? So we have to convert first 3 yards to centimeters. So we are converting from English system to metric system. So we will choose a conversion factor wherein we have here changing from yards to centimeter. So we have here 1 yard is equal to 91.4 centimeters. So we will multiply 3 by 91.4 since 1 yard is equal to 91.4. So we have here 3 times 91.4, which is equal to 274.2 centimeters. Okay, this is only the conversion of 3 yards to centimeters, but the problem is asking for how long in centimeters is each piece. So it means that we will divide 274.2 divided by 7 because we will divide this ribbon into 7 equal pieces. So divided by 7. So what is 274.2 divided by 7? So we have here equal to 39.17. Okay, so it means that we have here the measure of each piece is 39.17 centimeters. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and God bless.